Merry Christmas. By the way, I am wearing my new Diet Mountain Dew t-shirt that I got for Christmas today from Rob from Arena Gridiron. Thank you, Rob. And I didn't bring it to show and tell, but my man Gilbert Arenas gave me my best Christmas gift. Don't tell Ernestine I'm saying this, but my best gifts were 2 Michael Jordan worn Wizards practice garb, a t-shirt and some shorts that Michael actually practiced in when he was a Washington Wizard that Gil acquired. Wow, I'm honored, I'm flattered. I'm gonna frame them. Oh, epic, ecstasy. Thank you, Gilbert. Now to my Dallas Cowboys. I just sat through the whole thing. And by the way, all I really wanted for Christmas from my Dallas Cowboys were my 2 front teeth back for those 3 straight losses in such crucial games. At Detroit, 44-30. At home against J.J. McCarthy, 34-26. And then home again against Jim Harbaugh's Los Angeles Chargers, 34-17, in which we didn't lay a glove on Justin Herbert, the most sacked quarterback in the league. That's all I really wanted. So today, I got really just a bunch of lumps of coal in my stocking for my Cowboys, because the truth was the greatest gift would be a loss to our arch rival Redskins. Still call them the Redskins, the Commanders. It's been arch rival for years and years, and this year the bottom fell out of both teams, and the Christmas Day matchup that I so looked forward to was a dud. It was a bust. It was a Grinch having stolen the Cowboys' Commanders. What was left of the Commanders with Josh Johnson at quarterback on his 14th NFL stop, age 39, hadn't started a game since 2021. We turned him into Jaden Daniels today. I don't know, it's just hard to watch. At least, I predicted when the game started we should win 40-0. He didn't even have Laramie Tunsil as blindside protector, left tackle, obviously. My God, come on, at least go win 40-0. And we go up 7-0, they go get a field goal. And I'm like, what? They got a field goal? And it's 7-3. I said, okay, 40-3 is what I tweeted. And I look up, and with 4 minutes left in the game, the Commanders were still in it 27-20. That's just shameful. That's embarrassing on the Christmas Day solo stage, albeit on Netflix. And I'm saying, well, if you're going to beat them, just beat the hell out of them. Just beat them to smithereens on Christmas Day and the solo stage. Don't let them hang in. The final score was 30-23. What? 30-23? And I don't even have a consolation prize here, because not only did I win, but I actually won the right to fall a rung or 2 in the draft. That's what I won the right to. At least if you're going to keep it close, lose it, so that we actually gain a draft position to draft somebody on defense. I mean, Josh Johnson goes 15-23 for 198, didn't turn it over one time, neither did we. But Bill, as they call their running back, busted one for 72, which I could not believe. Our defense. It's just a Christmas Day nightmare is what it is. Debo broke one for 41, ran over Donovan Wilson, knocked his helmet off. I don't know. For Dak, it was like shooting fish in a barrel. Sainer still plays his little ass off, plays hard, but come on. And Dak misfired 18 times, so he was 19 of 37. He was barely over 50% for 307, but 86 went to little Turpentine, broke one for 86 yards. He doesn't catch passes nearly as well as he can catch punts or kickoffs, for that matter. But he caught this one. It was a nice throw. for 86 yards, and there's 7 minutes left in the first half, and we had a chance to make a big statement that we'd have momentum the next year. Because we're up 21-3 at that point, and then it ends 30-23. Do the math. So they outscored us the rest of the way, 20 to, what would that be, 9? It was 21, we got to 30? Yeah, to 9. Brandon Aubrey missed, for him, a chip shot, 58-yarder that could have broken it open a little bit more, given us a little more breathing room. He's actually in a late season slump by his standards, which I never thought I would say about Brandon Aubrey. Thought he was going to be the greatest kicker ever. Even that was a disappointment in this incredibly disappointing 7-8-1 year, as we barely beat the 4-12 Washington Commanders today. So what did I see? George Pickens has been a revelation on the field. He caught 4 today for 78. He caught one late that was the game clincher on third down. Way to go, George. 4 for 78. My biggest revelation about him was I knew he was the best deep ball catcher in the league. I did not know he had such great run after catch elusivity and explosion after catches. Extremely athletic. You got to pay him. You got to make him the highest paid receiver in football. If you slap the tag on him, he's going to pout and be a problem. So you probably just pay him and live with the fact that he's going to be late to some meetings. He's going to miss a team bus. And maybe 2 or 3 times a year in games that really matter, like at Detroit, home against Minnesota, he's just not going to show up. As Richard Sherman, my man, said, he's going to be uninterested and disengaged. I don't know why. It's why Mike Tomlin said that's enough. More trouble than worth. It's why we now have George Pickens, and we're going to have to pay George Pickens, because I'm afraid we're just going to have to win with our offense. Eberfraud has to go. But now you have to depend on Jerry and Steven to go hire the right guy. And they've just been hiring wrong guy. Maybe they could get Rex Ryan to come back. He could coach this defense. You know who could also coach? I don't want to lose him from Arena Gridiron, but Aqib Talib could just coach the hell out of this defense. Trust me on that. Fact. But Jerry will go get some retread, ho-hum, yes man, answer man who will answer to Jerry. He never goes out and gets a dominator, a difference maker, a program changer. I don't care what you say. Those 2 wins within 4 days against last year's Super Bowl teams, the win over Philadelphia, come back from 21-0 down, then outgunning Mahomes, obviously, at home on Thanksgiving 4 days later, that they're actually indictments of shoddy. Yeah, we get up for those games because who won't get up for those games against defending champ and defending runner-up and it's Patrick Mahomes on Thanksgiving? Who won't get up for those games? But you got to get up for the playoff before the playoff game at Detroit. And we just weren't ready to play. Yeah, George Pickens wasn't ready to play. We weren't ready. The average starting position for the Detroit Lions that night was the 41-yard line. We didn't tackle on special teams, on punt coverage, especially on kickoff coverage. We were just a no-show bad football team. That's what we look like, a bad football team. Against Minnesota, we were a bad football team. They came in and just dominated us at the line of scrimmage on defense. Dominated us. Just lined up 8 men and said, beat us, and we couldn't beat them. Dak was lost the whole game. Shoddy was lost the whole game. The Chargers come in, and we got like a 1% playoff shot left. And they just dominated us the whole day because we couldn't rush the passer. I saw flashes from Clowney against Philadelphia and especially against Mahomes. He was our best pass rusher. Who knew? Seemed like he was way over the hill, and he came back to this side of the hill. Jadeveon Clowney. He was the best player on defense today. He had a sack and a half. He had 3 quarterback hits. he flashed for me today, number 42. Weird number for an edge rusher, but 42 coming off the edge, and we still got 41, but I didn't even see 41 play today, Ezra Waka. We ran 87 plays today to only 41 for Washington. 87 to 4. That's impossible. That's how much we controlled the football. They went 1 of 6 on third down, but they kept hitting big plays at key moments and hung in the football game. I was embarrassed. I saw some flashes from Shamar James. He led us with 6 tackles, tied with Siobhan Revell. And yet Revell had 6 tackles, and he missed some tackles. He missed some easy tackles over on the boundary where you got to get the guy out of bounds or on the ground, one way or the other. I saw some flashes, but this defense, it just has a long way to go. I thought Quinnen Williams, the acquisition had flipped the script, but it did for 2 games, but not after that. I'm not sure about Shoddy. I'm just not sure how hard they play for him. I think they just think he's a nice guy. Nobody's afraid of him. There's no Jimmy Johnson in him. There's no Tom Landry in him, obviously. Nobody fears for their job. It's still a country club. Great place to play because Shoddy keeps everybody happy because he's just such a nice guy. Nice guys finish last in the NFL. It's not what I need as my head football coach. I don't know. At least we could have lost today, and you could have a little gift of a rung to move up in the draft. I would have liked that. Been madder about getting ready for next year. I don't want any false hope, false bravado, false momentum going into next year. This year took a lot out of me. It required a lot of diet dew to get me through shows on Arena Gridiron. We're on tomorrow. I'll be arguing with the Keeb to leave tomorrow. We'll also do some basketball tomorrow with Kenyon Martin, Rashad McCants. We're doing a little bit of a combo show in Gills Arena. Arena Gridiron meets Gills Arena. So I'll see you there. I hope you're having a merrier Christmas than I've had, although I do love my authentic MJ t-shirt and shorts, practice worn. Thank you, Gil. You saved my Christmas.